Hi everyone, if you don't know who I am, my name is Paul and I'm a psychic intuitive here on YouTube and on TikTok. And today I actually just wanted to go over a couple of tips that I had for you guys if you're just starting out on your spiritual awakening, because Lord knows I wish I would have had this myself. Tip number one, research. And I'm not talking just pick up one book and then start pulling tarot cards. No, I'm talking research. Like research the ocean, research the sky, research the grass, research religion. Like every religion, research every part of the world and the universe that you can, because in spiritual awakening, in this process that we all are going through, it is ultimately best to witness all of what life has to offer and then create your own deciphered image of what this world truly means to you, because that is what makes you unique and what makes your craft and your practice completely set aside from everybody else. Okay, so first and foremost, do your research. Okay, and I'm talking go really deep into it. All right. Tip number two, trial and error. Now here's the thing, you are going to try a lot of different things on this process. You may end up trying to go to church, you may end up trying to do tarot cards, you might try to do astrology, you might try to do numerology, you might try to get into spiritual music, things like that. Okay, try all of it. Try everything that you can and everything that you need to try to be able to understand how the craft and how spiritual awakening comes best to you. Perhaps you've had a synchronicity or something happen in your life that has made you very like, oh, I have to do this. Indulge in it. But don't forget to indulge in the other things like numerology, astrology, religion. Try it out and fail, because that's how you learn. Tip number three I have is look for family and friends that are like you. This can sometimes be really difficult, especially if you are in a closed space, if you're in a religious family, if you don't really have anybody to talk to about it, okay? There is this great thing called YouTube and TikTok that you can actually tap into and message people and talk to other people that are exactly like you. Throughout my spiritual journey, I have had multiple accounts on YouTube, like with 20, 30,000 subscribers, that I'm like, there's no way these people will get back to me. They do. These people want to help you. These spiritual people, these tarot readers, the astrology girlies, the witches that do spell casting, things like that, they want to be able to help. That's their purpose, okay? So if it's hard for you to meet these people in real life and have family like that around you, 100% indulge online, okay? Because you will find millions of people just like you, just like us on here, okay? Start going to TikTok and go to a profile that you really connect with their energy. Like all their videos, okay? Literally get their attention. They will message you, okay? So these people and family, it might seem like a really difficult challenge, but being around those people is going to help you feel less weird and less awkward about doing it. Not that you can't do it alone, but it makes it much easier. Tip number four, religious experience. Now, I have family members who are Muslim, I have family members who are Christian, I have family members who are super spiritual, I have family members from every aspect of life, okay? I grew up in a household where we did not really think of God, we didn't really talk about religion, we weren't really indulgent in that life. But as I've become an adult and as I've been going through this spiritual awakening, I have tapped into Hinduism, I've tapped into Christianity, I've tapped into the different religions that there is in this world and what they have to offer. Okay, I've researched how they pray, I researched their teachings, their practices, okay? And going out and getting those religious experiences are going to help you ultimately decipher what kind of spiritual teacher you're going to be and what kind of aspects you want to take from the different religions that will help you understand your craft better, because there is truth to all of these religions, okay? Go out to church, go try different things, try to meditate and pray in those different ways that they do. Tip number five, in correlation with meditation, stargaze, meditate, sleep, okay? And when you meditate and when you stargaze, I want you to call out to your ancestors, to your spiritual guides, to your animal spirits, to the earth, okay? I want you to call to it. Sorry, just got a burp. I want you to call to it, okay? And I want you to ask in your brain or vocally, however that comes to you, in your meditative state. When you've reached a full point of meditation, your brain is clear, calm, and collected. Okay, when you reach that point, I want you to ask for guidance in your dreams. Okay, this has happened and worked for me multiple times. So if you are needing some guidance, need some steps forward on your journey after you've started researching, getting into the religious practices, XYZ, these are going to come to you way better. Okay, you'll be able to receive messages in your dreams. You'll be able to hear and see what is coming to you. All right, almost like synchronicities. Think that this will ultimately help you connect closer with your spirit guides, connect closer with your higher self, and connect to a bigger picture. Okay, so stargaze, meditate, sleep, in that order. Okay, and in your sleep, right before you fall asleep, ask for guidance, ask for visions, ask for clarification. Number 6, a really important one: write, journal your learnings. I wish I would have been doing this for the last 9 years. I have just like 5 years ago I got into the journaling, so it took me about 4 years into my spiritual practice until I actually started writing down my research and writing how I felt about it and writing everything. And in those 5 years I have excelled beyond what I thought. So I think if I would have started that writing initially at the beginning of my spiritual awakening, it would have helped me so much. So the things that you learn, the things that you do, I want you to get yourself a shadow book, a journal, a diary, whatever it is, specifically dedicated to your spirituality, your spiritual awakening, okay? Even if it's just a spiral notebook or a couple pages ripped off, stapled together, okay? That writing is going to help you in the long run be able to look back, see your craft and how it has evolved and what problems and issues you had before and why you had problems and issues with them to begin with, okay? Writing, journaling, everything like that is going to help you understand yourself, okay? Advice number 7, this is an important one. Take advice with a grain of salt, okay? You know why? Because my spiritual journey, your spiritual journey, their spiritual journey, his spiritual journey, hers, everybody's is different. Every single journey is different. I have had multiple people tell me, oh my God, that's not what that card means, XYZ. That's because it's my second tarot reading, bitch. So I just want to say, whatever these people say to you, you're probably going to get upset. You might feel a little bit of emotion behind it, but I want you to take it with a grain of salt. Take a deep breath and let it out. In one ear, out the other, okay? And I don't mean that in 100% because some of the things people say actually will help you. But use your own deciphering energy because you'll know what speaks to you and what doesn't. After you're writing, after you're meditating, after you do your research, you will begin to understand what is calling to you, okay? Number 8, just like number 7, if you're going to take advice with a grain of salt, you got to give it with a grain of salt, okay? Always remember, we're not the same. Our experiences are not the same. If somebody asks you for advice, help, guidance, give them your best deciphered message that you know, like through their energy. If you know who they are, utilize their energy in a sense in your brain to where you can give them the best message that they need, okay? Because they're different. Take advice with a grain of salt and give it with a grain of salt. Number 9. Indulge within yourself, okay? And I mean, go back to your childhood. Go to the shadow work, the things that you try to block out. Question why things are the way that they are. Once you've reached this point, you've been journaling, you've been writing, you've been doing your research, you're taking advice, you're giving advice, you've gone to religious practices, you've done XYZ, start indulging within yourself. Now that you have the basic aspect of what you have, now it's time to indulge within yourself, to truly perfectionize your craft. And I don't mean to perfectionize because it will never be perfect, but you know what I mean. To truly understand what it means for you and your craft. To truly get an image of your craft. And once you have an image, after you've done all XYZ, and you get the image of who you are, that's when you're going to start tapping into it and really building on your craft and building on your skill set specifically. Because maybe you deal a lot with animal spirits and Mother Earth. Maybe you deal with spellcasting. Maybe you deal with numerology. Maybe you deal with astrology. Maybe you deal with all of it. Maybe you're clairsentient. Maybe you're clairvoyant. X, Y, Z, okay? Indulge within yourself and really harness your craft in this moment, in this step, okay? Because that is going to ultimately build you up into the spiritual being and the spiritual person that you were meant to be able to give advice and do basically what I'm doing now. And number 10, which is a really important one, have fun with it. People are gonna take it really seriously. People might say you're worshiping the devil for pulling tarot cards. Whatever it is, just have fun with it. Spirituality is not meant to be a set in stone thing, okay? You're meant to explore, learn, understand everything around you, okay? That's what this is. Have fun with it. Have fun when you do the tarot cards. Have fun when you do readings for other people. Don't be so serious. It's okay if you don't do tarot for a week, and don't beat yourself up for not staying consistent for that week or whatever it is, okay? This is not meant to be a straightforward, straight shot. This is like literally everywhere, all over the place, okay? You go all different places, understand different things, learn about different things, have fun with it. Don't take things so serious, because if you take them serious, you'll start to add more to, oh, I have to do this, or I'm gonna be a bad person, I'm gonna go to hell, XYZ. All right, so that was my basic tips, and I want to add 2 more things on here at the very end. Number 1, the YouTube channel Higher Self really helped me open my brain. And remember, take advice with a grain of salt, even from this channel, but it did help me expand my brain and understand the universe on a deeper level, and understand guides and things like that on a deeper level. So that may help you. The second thing I wanted to say, watch for synchronicities, okay? They will begin to pop up in your life, and they could be numbers, they could be a random thing like a purple car, or an orange cup or something like that. Weird synchronicities will start to pop up for you. I want you to watch for synchronicities, because they will help you move you towards the trajectory you're supposed to go to. So if you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share, ring the notification bell, do all that ish, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!